Alright, hello.
In the
Welcome here
Northeast.
to the,
It doesn't have a
so there's
compass.
no
But what
copyright
does it
music.
have? You guys see anything?
It's
What kind of information
0-0
are we getting from this
after
map
one
here?
period of play. We're in the intermission.
You can use the chat to answer. You can raise your hand to answer. Joey.
Alright.
I missed yesterday. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I don't know the information we're getting from the map is areas that have black locusts.
Exactly, yeah. And how do you know which areas have black locusts?
Because if you look at the bottom
Alright.
location,
So we're in the intermission of the first period currently.
Exactly. That little green dot there, that's the symbol that this cartographer or map maker is using to show the areas where the black locusts live. So they use that green little dot as the symbol. And we also get some information about, the overall, general area of where they live based off of,
And it's a power play
this
for
map. It has all the states
the
listed. So we can see it's in the northwest part of the
power play
United
for the
States.
skates. We'll be right back.
Over by New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio. Looks like Ohio, Kentucky, and Virginia are getting the worst of it. Maybe West Virginia. Economic maps can help you understand how people earn, save, or spend money too. An economic map from a group called the World Bank shows where people live on less than $1.25 a day.
Alright.
Government leaders or charities might use this data to choose where to send aid. So here we have a map of the United States, not the United States, a map of the world. And this one does have a key
Streaming
here.
right now. No.
So it says World
sub.
Poverty 2014. And the key is again a color-coded key. So the red is the most impoverished
I
country,
won't.
and the white
streaming
is
right now.
no data collected.
Shut up.
Yellow is the least
Jeez,
impoverished
man.
country. So we can
We're
see
underway in the second period on the
some of these
San
most
Diego
impoverished countries, which means people are living off of a very low
and a good
income,
penalty kill
if
by
any income
San
at all.
Diego. Yep. And that's gonna be a
And
penalty
then
kill for
countries like Eastern
the good penalty kill by
Europe,
the Birds.
looks like they have
Anyway,
there,
by
Asia, Russia, South America. Those are considered least impoverished based off of this map. And this is from 2014.
anyways, taken by
Now, resource maps can help doctors keep diseases from spreading too.
then Glenn hits the most, and
The Centers for Disease Control, or
the skates.
also known as the
just
CDC,
note it myself so I know.
provides maps for outbreaks of illnesses. Doctors look at these maps to see which countries need medical help and what shots people might need if they plan to visit those countries.
No. Wait.
So here in 2015,
I didn't know.
this map is showing the measles outbreak of 2015
Why not?
in the United States.
Taken away by here comes Matt.
So just by looking at this map here, pretend like you're a doctor. What state would you need to go to
Taken away
first
by Matt.
to address
Matt,
this measles
Matt's on a
outbreak? Which
breakaway.
state has maybe
Passes
like the
the
highest
same.
cases?
Unless he's on
Jose?
a breakaway. Taken away by Matt. Passing the defenders. Saved. What a save by the San Diego team.
California, yeah,
Another
look at that.
shot
California
for-
is the darkest color we have on our
Right.
key. They have 20
No.
or more, maybe a doctor or like someone who works for the
No.
CDC might say, okay, we need to direct our focus on
I'm the
California,
streamer here, so
control the spread of this virus
fuck
there, and then work on these other ones. Something like that. That's how.
Done shoots.
So,
Save.
maps
That goes
actually
wide to the
save
right.
lives in connection with what we were just
As
talking
you see
about.
the banners.
One of the earliest
gonna lie,
stock
those
maps,
banners-
which is very similar to
Not gonna lie.
the color map
Right.
California,
That's
except instead of
Here
colors, they
comes
just
San
dots.
Diego. Trying to pass it.
And they put more dots for the
And
more
tries then,
things
and
that there
there's
are
a
there.
whistle on the play.
So So one of the earliest dot maps showed the location of cholera victims in 1854. Cholera is a very deadly disease. The information in the dot map revealed. Similar dot maps are still used to track diseases like malaria, avian flu, and Ebola.
I need a.
Cholera plague patients were treated outdoors in Egypt during the 19th century.
Why not do this?
That's because temperatures outside were cooler than in the house, and those in the house didn't want to catch the disease. If you've ever been to a hospital, you know they keep those places super cool, and that's to limit the spread of bacteria. So, here for example, we have a dot map of the coronavirus in the world. So you can see, you know, the United States is pretty affected by the coronavirus.
Never mind.
Whereas some countries,
And the puck goes into the zone.
and the larger the dot, the larger,
why?
the more data there is
This could
for
be
that area.
but
So it looks like our East Coast is getting, our East Coast and our Midwest is getting a lot. Europe as well is very affected. Some parts of the Middle East, some parts of Southeast Asia.
Passes his blood. So famous on a breakaway, they're owned by Matt. And here comes Matt. Passes blood.
Economic resource maps
Trying to
and
pass on that. He's on a.
in school
looking to pass
economic
the
and resource maps can help you learn about places nearby or far away. These maps can build your understanding of a place. You can find economic and resource maps in books and on the internet.
Bears.
Entering keywords such as the United States population map is a good place to start.
We're great now.
Then look for maps from reliable websites
I will
such
legit
as
do a Discord night
the
for
Census
people
Bureau,
right now. Alright.
universities, right, that .edu, government entities, .gov, organizations, credible organizations, .org. Libraries are also a good resource for you. Ask Miss Moore. Maybe she can help you find some books or databases that include reliable maps. I know she likes to use what is that? World Book.
Take away mine.
Have you guys done a World Book project yet this year on any of your countries?
Take away by. Here comes Seamus. Take away by. Matt on the breakaway. Here they come. Matt.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I have an
That
entire
passes two defenders.
book.
He's on a mini breakaway. Looking to shoot. Say that goes wide. That goes wide. There. That goes wide
for
to
the
the
world.
right.
And I had it when I was probably younger than you guys.
No, I still want to
But
play.
it looks very similar to this. Kind of had like a little flashback moment. Alright, so putting economic and resource maps to the test. Let's say you were writing a report about a
Here
continent,
comes.
in this case Africa. You might look at an economic map to understand resource
That gets a
map
buck
to
taken
show
by
you what materials come from the land
and blood.
to support
Both fighting for the
industries
pot.
and hire workers.
That gets it.
So here we have a resource map example of
a lot of water. Tries to shoot it wide.
And it looks like for this one,
Here comes blood.
even though there are colors, the colors don't
Wait, why
have
is it
relevance
TV1?
here. Look at your key. They're using symbols. So the colors are just to like break up the, the countries, so you can see the borders better. But the symbols are actually giving us
lagging.
information here. So like the gray stack is oil production. And it looks like the taller the stack is, the more oil production there is in that area. Like in Chad, there's less oil production than there is in Sudan.
Series tied. 32 seconds
The
remaining.
yellow
The
column
series
is showing us
the series
gas
is tied.
production.
1-1. Game tied.
Of course, we got a little
0-0.
diamond for
Here
the
comes Matt.
diamonds. Did you guys know that Africa is
Juking
a,
blood water, but then here
probably
comes
one of the
Matt. Matt is on a
largest
breakaway. Matt is on a breakaway. Shoots! Saved by baseball. What a save! What a save
uranium
by baseball.
another mining operation.
What a save
Copper,
by baseball.
Manganese,
What a save.
iron, gold. These are all mining things. So they have the symbols there to show.
Centers, blood water on
You
that.
can see, like, let's say in Egypt.
Back and away
Their
with the Bears
main
winning the faceoff.
industries in Egypt are oil and gas production.
It was blood water taken away by. Looking and passing, here comes
You
Ryan.
can also
Now
learn
next.
what life might be like for
No
people
icing.
in different parts
No
of
icing.
Africa by using
San Diego
economic
wins it.
resource maps. Right? Look
There's
at the
a
type
whistle
of
on the
crops
play.
people grow in a
Probably
certain
could be
area.
an icing call.
You can also look at the average rainfall for
probably
the
be
area
nice.
to harvest. So here we have the African continent, including Madagascar this time. Hi, Madagascar. We got left out on the last map. And this map is showing the average rainfall in inches per year.
And for the
This
Bears,
time they are using that color scale.
here's the
So
past
blue,
champion.
darker blue, is more than 118 inches of rain in a year. Whereas the orange and yellow colors are way less, less than 4 inches. And fun fact up here, does anyone know what desert
Don't
is
blame
in
me
this
why
yellow
I'm
area
showing the
in
fake
northern
MWHL.
Africa?
One of the MWHLs
Anybody?
in the real hockey.
The
Not gonna lie.
Sahara Desert.
just
Whenever
gonna
you
go
think
to the
of a
north
desert with
right
a
there.
camel, the Egyptian pyramids, those are all up here in this desert area. And then over in Central Africa, that's where you have the rainforest and yeah, like the rainforest and stuff. Very cool. Economic and resource maps can also lead to deeper thinking about a place and what to find
I
there.
don't know why he's kicking the.
Maybe the location of a place and its natural resources change how people live there and how people, make money there, their economy, their industry. So, for example, the land in Greenland is cold and snowy.
And the Bears win the face off taken away by. And then here comes Matt. Matt looking to vice it.
On hunting
Need to be on breakaway. Shoots!
than they
Wide
do on
to the right.
crops and agriculture, stuff like that, because you won't be able to grow too much
Taken away by.
food in the winter,
Shave.
the snow.
Yes.
So they might need more information for hunting, which if
Six.
you look at their clothes
Taken away by Sheamus.
here in this
Sheamus on the
image,
breakaway.
looks like
No,
they are
taken away by
wearing
Matt.
like some kind of
Sheamus
animal
on a
hide
2-on-1,
or animal
but
fur. So that might
Bears
be
take
important for
none.
them.
Here comes the
Fishing
next.
might be a
Can clear it with
thing.
Pat.
They can't grow fruits
Looking
and
to,
vegetables outside if it's negative degrees.
And here comes Matt. Matt, there's that and in. Almost an empty net
So
there.
sometimes
Here comes
economic
Matt.
and resource
Big passes
maps
it to NX.
are most useful when
NX on a
you
1-on-1.
share information
And
from the past
Sheamus
to the
wins the
present.
puck.
Map
Taken away by
makers might
NX.
show two maps side by side, so that
Here
they
comes
can
Sheamus on the
kind
breakaway.
of compare
Here comes
and
Sheamus.
look at the map, how they've
On a
changed
2-on-1.
over time.
Saved. Good save
They've
by
been doing that a lot,
9X.
in the last 10, 20 years, comparing maps specifically for like climate areas, looking at like the North Pole, the ice cap, how they have been changing over time with it. So this one here, this is an example of the Arctic. So you can see the orange line, kind of like squiggling around the white part in the middle. That orange line is previous years, where the ice used to be in 2007. The white part is where the ice is now. Or actually, this was from 2012. So, kind of like layering on top of each other or comparing each
Here
other to see
comes
the changes.
Sheamus. If there's a whistle.
Alright, let's try it out here. Name 3 states where you could fish based off of this map. 3 states where you could go fishing. What kind of things do we need to go fishing?
Water.
Water. We need to be near water. So you might say California is near water, right? It's on the west coast. Even states like Louisiana or Texas in the Gulf of Mexico. North Carolina, South Carolina on the East Coast. What about over here, in the middle? What are these lakes here? Those are the Great Lakes, right next to Michigan and Wisconsin. You could go fishing in those lakes.
Right, that's what happens when you admin abuse. So fuck off. Anyways.
Alright, let's see.
California with the win on the face-off. Here comes NX.
I feel like we're running out of time, but I want you guys to
Shoots both of the defenders.
We only got 3 pages.
You're
Here we go.
looking to pass to
So we're
Matt.
gonna test out our
NX
skills.
looking to pass it. Pass the
Just
buck.
imagine you won a trip to any United States
So,
fluid
anyways,
hike in the
you can save us.
mountains.
There they run on a 2-on-1. Looking.
He loves outdoors as much as you do, but his favorite thing is sports. Is there a place that you could go that has both mountains and trees? Let's look on this. Ooh. Whoa. Let's look on this map. Is there a place that we could go that has both mountains and trees? Based off this map, look at our key here. Mountains are represented with like little purple mountain symbols.
Here comes NX. NX
And
on a
we have
breakaway.
different types of forests here. We have
$100!
those pine trees.
Everybody did it!
This forest
And the
is
California!
our leafy trees.
And the Bears! Lead the game! Lead the game! Lord, I'm broken. And a goal by the California Bears makes it the first goal of the game.
Alabama has some mountains and some trees. It's just kind of. Isabella said West Virginia. Yeah. West Virginia has both mountains and trees. The Appalachian Mountain Range going up the East Coast. Kentucky, Tennessee, right.
And what a goal this is by Matt. I think yeah, it looked like Matt's goal, but I think that looked like Matt's goal right there. I think.
I see we got the Rocky Mountains.
I'm really sure that would be Matt's goal, and I think the puck would get in. There's no review. There's no review, no
Yeah,
reviews,
California.
but
California has both mountains and trees. So does Oregon.
but I don't know if it went
and
through.
Washington.
I didn't
Isn't somebody
see,
from Washington?
but I think it went
Or-
through the goalie.
Freedom to your
I think it
family
went
from
through
Washington,
the
aren't they?
goalie and not in, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it,
I'm from
so
Washington.
I think my
Las
guess
Vegas.
is
I'm from
no
California.
goal. my
Actually,
guess.
Is Pharrell even in?
My guess
Pharrell
is
and my
no
family,
is a goal,
live
but
really
I
close
think
to
my
each
guess
other
is a goal. I
in
think
California.
that's my opinion, but I didn't see it.
Alright.
Because
Things
that was
just got
way
more
far from the
complicated.
goal, and yeah.
Your
But
grandmother also
I don't know.
travel with you.
I don't know.
Brandon, Grandma?
Who knows?
She wants to stay near water. Okay.
That
So we gotta think
looked to me like a
with this
goal.
first map, we
If I
gotta
was
go
sure,
somewhere
I'm sure.
coastal
Anyways.
or somewhere near the lakes to be next to
Never
water.
mind.
Somewhere with
Nearby
trees
as,
and somewhere with mountains.
But
Let's say we
As you
decide to
see
visit
here,
Maine. It has mountains
it'd
for
probably be a goal.
Me,
I'm really
you.
sure. I know.
trees for your friend, and water for your grandma. The trip will be a blast, but first,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Your teacher asks you to write a report on the
Talk about
economy of
chat
Maine before you leave for your
and
trip.
because
So
why
here we
not?
have
Anyways,
an economic map.
but I think that would be a
Which
goal
industries
in
employ the most
LP8.
people in Maine? Now,
Barely
this
goal.
map's kind of blurry. I don't know how we're supposed to see that. But Maine is up here, all the way on the East Coast tip. It's the northernmost state. Oh, actually, it's the northernmost contiguous United States. Alaska is the northernmost because it's above
Wait, 1
like
second.
Canada. But yeah, Maine over here. So what do we see? It's a color map, so we gotta match it with the colors over here. Looks like they got this blue teal color for manufacturing, meaning that they have a lot of factories for making things. You know, anything from phones to sunglasses to little containers for your lunch. I don't know. manufacturing just items. They also have this like orangey color here, coral, that has to do with healthcare and social assistance.
Alright, working. Let's work.
So they work with
Here's
like
the,
hospitals and stuff like that. Look at us over here in Nevada. You see our state? Our state's very colorful. We got a lot of things going on.
Whoa.
But of course, Las Vegas, right there at that little tip where we live, is accommodation and food services, entertainment, hospitality, that kind of stuff, hotels, gambling. You guys know?
Alright, sorry about that. Here's the view. You can pull out to
the end of our book here has the glossary.
NX with a breakaway shoots! That goes wide and out.
The glossary is kind of like a mini
goes
dictionary
out of the ice for a lucky fan.
They also
Goes
included
for a
a
lucky
citation
fan.
page here, so if you were interested in reading
Yeah,
more
so that's
about this topic,
Anyways.
you can go and look at the book that this author used to write their book.
Alright, I will
or you
put
can
the slow mo a
continue
little bit
on
down.
to like a
His
website.
spam, not my problem. Not my problem.
So they have enchantedlearning.com, CIA.gov.
You spam.
Hop on one of those.
Say you're gonna get muted. Anyways, here comes Seamus, Taylor by, and here comes NX.
Go to maps, geography.
Anything else. But here comes Bloodwater. Bloodwater gonna. Here comes NX. NX with the puck. Shoots, saved, another rebound, scores! And what a goal on the rebound!
Oh yeah, geography.
On the rebound, NX puts it in.
So we have city map, country map, continental map. Let's look at a city map.
And what a goal on the rebound.
So this type of map, we have our compass, and we have different things labeled here. So it looks like they have the streets labeled.
And a goal by.
Areas.
And it's
where the
1-0.
schools are located, the city parks are located.
It's officially 1-0.
Community center. It also has a scale. Look at that scale. So if you were using that scale that looks like about 2 inches. Every 2 inches on that map would be about 1/10 of a mile. So like from River Street to Oak Street, from the bus station to State College, might be like 1/10 of a mile.
And I feel that went in and a goal by.
And we have a couple minutes before we switch over to reading.
That's here. In the game.
I wonder if we can look up any other like fun maps. Let's see if they
And
have
it's 1-0. California leads the game.
I have a fun map.
You have a fun map?
I have a map I made by myself.
Whoa, my computer's freaking out. There we go. Here is the United States Census Bureau.
San
And
Diego
these
with
are
the
all the
win.
different types of maps that they have, economic and resource maps. So let's see here. We have elementary schools. Hey, that's us.
Alright.
So this map illustrates data from
General
all 50
Milan
states
here,
for
and
elementary
California with
students.
win.
It is intended
face
to
off
help
win.
students
Here comes
understand
awesome
the
Roblox.
U.S. population and where their state fits in by showing data on state population.
1 minute remaining
and
in
more.
the third
Oh
period.
man, it's a PDF.
San Diego needs a goal to force this into OT. Here comes NX. NX on a breakaway. No, saved. Blocked by awesome Roblox. Here comes awesome Roblox. Saved by
Yeah,
9X.
that's fine.
What a save by him.
Alright, so here we have U.S.
And the
state
puck goes
population.
into the zone.
Whoa,
Here
whoa,
comes
whoa,
NX.
whoa,
NX and
whoa,
Bloodwater
whoa.
fighting for the puck. Here comes Matt.
There we go. Zoom out. Zoom out.
Here comes Ross, awesome Roblox. Here comes Matt.
Okay, there we go.
Here comes
So
Matt.
we'll just make it big.
Shooting all the
There we go.
defenders.
U.S.
Breakaway.
population.
Is that a clear breakaway? That's the head next. Let's shoot.
So,
Score!
little sidebars. The youngest and oldest population. Maine actually has the oldest average.
And a goal by
of
the California
44
Bears. And they extend the lead
Utah has the youngest
2-2.
average population.
And they extend the lead
Their average is
to
about 30-year-old
2 now.
person. The total population of the
And a
United
goal
States
by
in 2010 was
NX.
321 billion
First goal of the game.
people. Most
First
of
goal
whom are
of the
living
game.
in California, Texas, New York.
Oh my god.
California
And
has a
they're
state
gonna challenge.
population of
Yeah, they're gonna
38,
challenge.
which is almost 10% of
Alright,
the
they're
entire
gonna
population.
challenge. Let's go to the review center powered by me.
So we can see this one. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. So here's the population map with the color key. But look at the dot map. I feel like the dot map shows a better representation. So one dot on this map represents about 7,500 people.
Alright, now
And
we're
you
gonna
can
look
see
at
the most concentrated areas where
now we're
people
gonna look
live.
at the
Notice a lot of these areas are on the
now we're
coast,
gonna look
like in the northeast,
Wait,
Florida,
wait,
and
wait.
the west coast, California.
alright.
And
We're gonna
we
look
know
at-
from
at
doing
the
our
last
migratory
play.
research earlier in the
Technically,
year that
we're gonna
people
alright, we're gonna
move
look
to be
at the
close to
last play.
water. That's one of those natural
We're gonna
resources
review the
that
last
people
play.
need to be near.
Here comes-
Same thing up here by the lake. Mexico's gray because
We're
it's
gonna
not
look-
part of this map. Same thing with Canada.
We're gonna look
This
at
is only showing
the
the U.S. population.
we're gonna look at
So
the
they put Canada and Mexico because they're not part of
we're gonna
the
look at the
population.
look
Oh,
close.
and we got our legend down here.
Alright,
So
look
we
at
have the
it's going
color
right
code.
there.
They have
The
the
CNX
symbols,
right there.
right? Cities, state
What
capitals.
it went through
national
his pads.
capital,
Went through
and then
his
they
pads.
have
Look
the
at him.
code for
Alright.
how to read each of the
Right.
state's populations. So the state name,
Going
the
slowly.
population, and the number
That
of
went in
congressional
from a long
representatives.
shot. Went through his pads right there. Yeah,
Don't
that
forget
went
Puerto Rico.
that went around him and into the goal. I don't know, but it went in the goal.
All
Technically
right,
went in
we're
the
gonna stop there
goal.
for today.
That is a clear goal call right
And
there.
it's
Yeah,
time to
that's
switch
gonna be a
over
clear
to-
goal right there. Yeah, that went in. That went
See
through
you
his
there.
pads.
Bye.
But he didn't save it. But that's gonna be a clear goal right there. Look, the clear goal on that's gonna be a clear goal on the play. It's gonna be a clear goal on the play. That's gonna be a clear goal on the play, and they count that as a that's a clear goal. And then here comes baseball, taken away by blood, and then here comes and they're pulled. There's it up on San Jose, and then let's go! And it's all over. It's all over. And the California Bears lead the series 2-1. And a win by a Rampage here in California. The final score 2-1. The Bears win, and they lead this series 2-1. The game is all over, and they lead it, and they lead the series 2-1. And what a win this is for the Bears. I don't know who's next, but well, look who's next. Right now, we'll be right back. You'll be right back right after these messages.
Audio made by IRL Angel.